This is how we got over 100,000 followers on TikTok.
The first thing that we did was found our niche. We messed around with a few different types of videos like pranks, challenges, funny things, like a whole bunch of random things until we finally came across the I got a question type of video. And yes, it was dirty.
When you first start out, you have to experiment to try to find like what works for you, because not everything works for everybody. So you have to find the certain type of video that works for you, and when you do, try to make a series out of it or replicate that video in what worked for you over and over. Also, the videos have to be high quality and crystal clear sound. You guys are also going to need captions on your videos to find out what ones really work for you.
Hashtags are different. They're going to be different for everybody. What works for me and us might not work for you. So we had to mess around with a whole bunch of different hashtags. You know, the typical ones like For You page, FYP, For You smiley face, XYZBCA, boyfriend things, couple goals, you know, literally anything, you name it. Or like the ones that pop up on there for you to use. With the blue, those usually suggest that those are trending. So you can use them, but that has never worked for us personally. It might work for you, but it just has never worked for us using those hashtags. Do at your own risk, but definitely mess around with the hashtags. If you find a video that takes off, investigate those hashtags. Keep using those hashtags that were in that video, at least for a couple more times, just to see how it does. If it doesn't do good after the next couple of times, switch around how they are placed in that video. Yeah. It really all just depends about the hashtag placement too. So just because, like, let's say we use For You page XYZ and FYP, that order might not work in the next video. So if you don't see results with it being that way for the next couple of videos, switch it and see how that works. Just find a steady momentum with a video hashtag and keep moving forward with it.
So the number one thing, once you find a video that works for you, is to try to find a way to turn it into a series. Like for us personally, I asked her a question and it did really well. Same with the hashtags that were in it. On the next video, well, the next one that did really well was a question one. So we turned that into a question series where I would ask her questions and then we flipped it. She would ask me questions, and that's just a series we could extend and really it can never end because it's just that way. But what you want to do is when you find that video that gets you a lot of views, try to make it a series. Don't try to post random, clips from other people's content, use your own content, make your own stuff, and that's going to make viewers gravitate toward you.
Not only that, but if you're feeling like you're going to overpopulate the subject with the series, keep moving forward with that feeling. Just because you're feeling it doesn't mean that other people are feeling it as well. Yeah. And usually if something makes you uncomfortable, that means you should keep doing whatever makes you uncomfortable. Let's say, for instance, the I Got a Question one that we started. There's over 100 different videos for that. Literally, we went up to 100 before we started a whole playlist. And new series. We kept going after the 100. Yeah. But I just stopped counting after 100. My point was to just keep going with that until a new idea comes into mind, or you keep getting comments about how, I don't know, you just notice comments about how you should switch it up. Don't take those comments personal when you see them at first, because there are haters out there. But if you oversee it on numerous videos for numerous weeks, that's a sign that you should probably think of something to incorporate. Don't ditch it, though. Don't ditch the series. Keep it going, but just incorporate something different.
Once you have a series that works, try to drag it out as far as you can. Obviously, never stop it, because that's why some people follow you for that specific series. But eventually try to introduce another new series. Like we have many other series that we introduced, and some of those series actually get accepted more than the question series. Like some of them outshine the question series. So the first series is just going to be to build on the ground. It'll get you to maybe, I don't want to say exactly, but probably between 10 and 50,000 followers. Then you start introducing new series, and the sky is the limit at that point.
Yep. As soon as you start moving in a certain direction, you're going to get more things coming to your mind.
Yep.
What happens for you happens for a reason. So it doesn't just happen out of luck that you're succeeding with this specific prank, okay?
Okay.
this specific prank is probably going to correlate down the line in some sort of way with your passion and your purpose. You need to think of it deeper, on a deeper level, and try to just get super creative. Like, think of everything. Like, take time to sit down and think about how this can move forward. Because whatever you're doing it right, and you need to keep expanding your ideas.
So for us personally, we found it best, we got our best results with content that is under 30 seconds. All our videos under 30 seconds, they're easy to digest, they're fast, they grab your attention right away, they keep the viewer engaged, and that just overall makes them do better in TikTok's algorithm. It gets pushed to more people because it's quick, engaging.
Another thing I want to touch on about the under 30 seconds mark is we have words on the screen at specific times. So for instance, what works for us might not work for you, but it could. Okay, so let's say if I'm doing the I Got a Question video, the words that are on the screen are always going to be the same. They're always going to be in this certain second mark, whether it's blank point blank or blank point blank blank. Like, it's always going to be in that same second mark. It's not going to change. The only reason that I do that is because I found that works. If I change it to like a second above or a second lower, for some reason it doesn't work as well. But you need to experiment with that as well. If you don't have words on the screen, that does impact the algorithm. I do know that as a fact. You do need to put some sort of word or some sort of text on the screen at least once during your video, and that will perform way better. But also, after you've done like a series or a bunch of videos a whole bunch of times for a good amount of time, take a look at your analytics and see, what videos are doing better. And the videos that are doing better, like, look at them deeper. See how long they are, and see how many words you put on the screen. Make sure to check the hashtags and check how many characters you have in your description. All of that matters. All of the little stuff matters, to basically sum it up.
Yeah, so the main thing is to just experiment until you find something that works. Run a series off of it. That's the best way we know, because that's what worked for us. Once you find a series off of it, experiment with other things like she had mentioned, the text on the screen, the hashtags, the time, length of the video, how long your text stays on the screen. Experiment with all that until you find the ones that average the best for you. And when you do that, that's going to help you in new series, because you can take those methods, put them on the new series videos, and then that helps the new series do even better, which will in the end take you up higher in a follower count. We are going to be doing a Skillshare class where we will go more in depth on this kind of stuff and how we did it and how you can grow your following on TikTok. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to stay tuned for when we post more videos. We'll update you guys when we start the Skillshare. Also, guys, hit that like button. And if you would like to check us out on other social media platforms, the handle is the same on TikTok, Stefan Kales.
Instagram is basically the same, Stefan Kales.
Yep.
So check us out everywhere, but we'll see you next time.
Peace.